Oh, good morning, good afternoon. If you're seeing this next day, hope you slept well. Today I'll be doing my review of the episode 2 to the Halo TV series on Paramount Plus. Honestly, guys, honestly, they're going downhill with this TV show. If you see my first review, then you kind of understand why I feel like this. For the first episode, the second episode is not doing it justice. It's really not. The creators of this TV show have all the materials to make a good TV show. They could go based off the game, switch it around a little bit if they want to. They could do that. They got the comics. They got the little short films that Netflix had on at one point. But what they're doing here, I get it. They're trying to make their own little version of Halo. I get that. But how they're going about it is not good. It's not. I don't like it. Like, there's barely really anything in this episode that I really like. Like I said before, on my channel, I talk about everything from beginning to end that I can remember. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to, thumbs up. I appreciate thumbs down. I appreciate to leave a comment in the description. In the comments below. Sorry. But let me just get into it. So the second episode literally takes off after the first one. Master Chief and Kawhi, I believe that's how I pronounce her name. They're escaped from the UNSC, the military base, after what happened. Because Master Chief basically did not turn her in to be killed. He didn't turn the box because after he touched it, it started acting weird to him. So they decided to flee to figure out what's going on, basically. Before that though, there's like a flashback, I think like about 10, 20 years, and when Master Chief was still like in the academy of the UNSC, I guess he had a friend called, Soran, his friend Soran. His friend Soran basically wanted to leave the UNSC. He didn't want to be there no more. And he asked Master Chief to come with him. For those who don't know, Master Chief is 117, Spark 117, the big guy, tough guy that I talked about in the last episode, episode 1. So he decides to flee. Well, he don't decide to flee with him. Soren, he wants to flee, escape from the UNSC. Master Chief finds him, and because he's so Master Chief wise, like just so into the military, that he tries to persuade his friend not to leave. Actually, not try to persuade him. He basically puts a gun in his head and be like, "You're being a what's that word in the military that they say? Um, what's it called? My military friends, family, and people that watch it, you know the word I'm looking for. Was some deserter, I guess, if that's what it's called. I could be wrong. He's basically a deserter. He's like rules some. Anybody that tries to leave UNSC will, I guess, be shot on sight, something like that. And his friend, like me, you talked about this. We all agree that this is not what we want. I lost my fucking hand for this war, and Dr. Harley did the best she could, and look how it is right now. I didn't sign up for this, basically. So because they're such good friends, Master Chief like, okay, you got 5 minutes to get out of here, then I'm waking up the whole camp. Some friend, 5 minutes, whew, man, that's explained later on in the episode. So he gets in the 5 minutes, and he does wake up the camp, and then it goes back to the present. I feel like they should have like expanded more on his friendship with Soren. I like the connection they have because later on you see like the connection and respect they have for each other later on in the episode. But I feel like at least maybe one episode could have been strictly on their friendship and how everything led up to that moment. Like what happened to how did his hand get destroyed? The build up of their friendship in the academy, all that. So that would have been a good episode. It wouldn't have been a Halo episode, but what's the point now? So far, the first 2 episodes are really just whatever. So, but because of that flashback, we now realize where Master Chief is going. He's going to, I think it's called the Rumble, the Rubble. That's where Soren runs, basically. We find out later that that whole little community he's the leader of that community, basically. How did he find out about that place? I don't remember if that was explained in the episode, but that's new to me. So While Master Chief is going, the UNSC are basically figuring out what they're gonna do about Master Chief, how they gonna find him because he cut his beacon off. So now they're just searching for him, and they're talking about the artifact that he has. Like, of course, the Covenant wanted too. So if they want it, we definitely want it. Simple stuff. Dr. Halsey's talking about, I have a new thing that could put the Spartans in check named Cortana. She's basically like an advanced version to the next stage in human evolution, basically, yada, 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 basically. Talking about Master Chief Cortana, cool. Then it goes to High Charity, the real bad guys. High Charity, the aliens and everything. They're talking about what happened when the Master Chief had touched the artifact and made like a big ring. They're basically talking about Halo, the planet, not planet, but the big. I'm not gonna call it a planet, but it's like a big weapon that can destroy the life as we know it, basically everything. If you ever play the games, that's what the whole thing of the game is called, Halo. Episode, TV show, Halo, comics, Halo. Like, Halo is all basically about this big weapon that activated will destroy everything in the universe, galaxy. And there's more than one. That's what y'all don't know about. There's more than one. Why you think Halo lasts this long? I mean, shit, we just got Halo, Infinity? There's a new one called, I still gotta get that game. But yeah. So they're basically talking about they need to get that thing from Master Chief, and I don't even know what she's called, but she is a human that's basically working with the aliens. She was saying like how like they raised her and everything, yada yada yada. I hope they explain that part too, because that's due. But she was talking about, let me go get the artifact from Master Chief. I can blend in with the humans. I can do things that you guys can't do in the daytime or just around them, period. And one of the head counselors was like, I don't know, it's too risky. I feel like it's something else about her that they don't want her to go. But he agrees anyway to let her go and do it. So I guess episode 3, we're going to be seeing her trying to find Master Chief and get everything back. I feel like she's probably going to try to blend in with the UNSC, like join their forces and, try to steal it. But we'll see in episode 3. So it goes back to Master Chief and Quan. He finds Rubble where Soren runs. At first, nobody likes him because he's a Spartan, clearly. But Soren showed, he was like, put your weapons down. This guy's a good guy. And they have like a little friendship talk. He shows Soren the artifact, and Soren's going to take him to somebody that was kidnapped by the Covenant but escaped. Oh, before that, for some reason that really doesn't matter, we also find out that I don't know who his name was, but some guy that the UNSC made a deal with is now running the planet, or just like the area that Kawhi's father, Jin, was running, basically. If you remember from my last review, Jin is Kawhi's father, who was leading, I guess, the resistance against the UNSC and the aliens, basically. And he died trying to protect everybody. Like I said before, all her family and friends were killed that day, besides her. So I guess since nobody was in charge, I guess the UNSC made a deal with this guy. So I guess that his group can run everything, and they have like an alliance with him, basically. So somewhere down the line, Kawhi and this group are gonna have to come in contact and basically, I guess, beat them to free her planet or whatever, something like that. So after that, Soren takes Master Chief. His real name is John. There you go. Takes John to meet the guy that was kidnapped by the Covenant. Guy's loony, crazy. But being with aliens, I guess that make anybody crazy. So he talks to Master Chief in his own crazy way, and he tells Master Chief that you're basically a blessed one. Like, I can touch the artifact, not gonna do nothing to me. You touch it and it activates it. You're a blessed one. You're somebody that can basically activate the rings. Halo is basically a ring, clearly. Halo, ring. The rings are basically a weapon mass destruction. That's what he was basically telling him. He was like, what does this thing do? End life as we know it. If you want to protect the universe and all of us, destroy the artifact, destroy yourself. Because basically there's more than one. If you ever played the games or read the comics, there's more than one activation index. The thing that, if you watch the episode, that Master Chief is is asking everybody about is basically a key to activate the rings. There's more than one. So even if he destroyed that one right now, because he's a blessed one that can activate the rings, he needs to kill himself so they won't be able to activate it. It's simple as that. But right now, they doesn't know that right now. So realizing all this, Master Chief John tells Soren to keep the girl safe, let her stay here. I'm going back to UNSC, the same people that I just ran from because I was confused. This is so fucking dumb to me. Like, you ran and instantly in the next episode you're coming back to them. What was the purpose then? Everything that just happened right there could have happened at the UNSC. I mean, yeah, you didn't want the girl to die. Cool, I get that. But they could have found some way to keep her alive still. Something. Without him like running away. Leaves the girl with his friend, cuts his beacon on, goes back to UNSC. Guess what happens? You're right, he gets arrested. They take the artifact. He has a conversation with Dr. Halsey about what happened. And at the end of it, Cortana wakes up. And that ends the episode. Did I forget to tell you that the whole episode, his helmet was off? I don't like that. I don't like how they already revealed his face in episode 1. Cool, but it's like, is he going to ever go into battle? There was no fighting in this episode at all. It was all talking. I mean, there was one part where they was flying the Pelican really fast. Nice, cool, but the whole episode, man. The video games don't even have that much talking. The comics don't even have that much. Well, they do have talking, but there's more action page than anything. This was just too much blah, blah, blah. Adding stuff that we really don't care about, what I don't care about. Like, only thing that caught my attention was John and Soren, the best friend. Stuff about the artifact, the blessed one, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that it was certain people on certain humans that could activate the rings. I never knew that. I thought like they just need a human period and just have them touch it, because in Halo 3, the video game, High Charity, one, the High Priestess of the Covenant, they only used one Pacific person to activate the rings, and she activated it. But then when Master Chief got there, he was able to stop it. I never realized that, so that I did like. That's it. I don't like how they got Cortana. Cortana is supposed to be an artificial intelligence, an AI. Why is she like? She looks like a human, like a live flesh and blood human. Why? But I guess later on in the episodes, she's gonna be an AI. So what? Is she only an AI in that chair? Like, she gonna be in that chair for the whole thing, and then her intelligence gonna be in the data thing? Like, that makes no sense. She's supposed to be an artificial intelligence. Big 2 out of 10. I thought I would never give a Halo anything a low rating like that, but this is a 2 out of 10. Like, if you're a fan, I still say watch it. You know, because I feel like sooner or later it's gonna get good. Hopefully, episode 3. Hopefully, but right now the first episode is better than this one because clearly it had more action in it. To me, I like action, but it had more action. It had more stuff to catch your attention. I mean, it's episode 1. It's supposed to do that, but to go from that to a 2 out of 10, like, bro, I don't like it. I really don't like it. But that's my review for this episode. Episode 3 review will probably be out maybe Monday or Tuesday. I will try to get it out then. It will definitely be coming out next week, but I appreciate you guys' support and watching my channel, watching my videos. My Twitter link to my page will be in the description below. My review and reaction page on Instagram and my main page will be in the description below. Leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. What are your opinions on it? Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you can. I really appreciate it. And I hope everybody have a blessed day. The background, yeah, I couldn't really find nothing that I wanted to put for the background, but I'd rather put this back here and entertain y'all than just seeing mouths move the whole time, you know. Like, but I do miss Halo 1. I might go back and play that for a little bit. I like it. But that's it. Hope you guys have a blessed day. See you guys in the next episode.